Hello, everyone, and welcome to the
What the fuck is this loading screen?
Absolutely not
Holy
the least
shit.
match of the OWC World Cup Finals week. It is time for the winners' final today, featuring two teams whose journeys here over these past few years and few weeks this year are about as different as possible.
Watch on Twitch with chat reaction. That's actually a genius idea.
Fourth straight title and their seventh straight top two finish. It's really a display of dominance.
Wait, you're telling me the entire match only got hit with 2 claims?
They're going to be taking on Team Germany.
That's actually kind of crazy. All right, United States versus Germany. Three fucking hours? Okay, maybe there are multiple matches. All right, chat, how's this look? Second half is the pool showcase. All right, we're chilling then.
Heard of in OWC or in pretty much any other esport. They're going to be taking on Team Germany, team in their first winners final since all the way back in 2014, looking for their first ever championship here in OWC. This is, of course, a rematch of last year's grand final, which the United States won in a tiebreaker. These teams look about as different as you can imagine.
I already have some spoilers, but let's just act like we're watching this for the first time, okay?
Yet, I'm this one guy joining me.
Just pretend that you haven't watched this match. Pretend that you don't know the outcome. Pretend that everything is fine.
Difference makers are today.
Well, we've got some new players, as you mentioned. Again, the rematch from last year. I think we've talked about it a couple of times over the course of the tournament, but the United States actually replacing 5 of their 8 players from the previous roster last year, losing Kablaze, BTMC, Apraxia, Vaxe, and Rectigon. They have new roster additions never before played in the tournament: Arison, Exarch, Taquito, and Utami, and of course returning Digital Hypno. So we've got a fairly different United States team compared to Germany. Only 2 roster replacements this year. They will be
God bless that BTMC is not playing
from that second place roster last year. Will be joined by Kriller and KHZ. Now that Kriller edition, likewise with the United States editions of players such as Utami, is a big factor in this match here. It changes the way that these teams decide to pick. They're losing a little bit of
no Vaxe equals RIP USA
by Kriller and KHC, bringing in some
I'm gonna switch to this side. This chat is so spicy.
The United States team as well. They are bringing in Arison. You've got some speed there. You got the hidden Taquito, all-rounder Utami, Exarch all-rounder, Digital
Move your chat.
All the gimmicky fun stuff. So some very, very interesting roster changes that I think will make for a more exciting match.
Yeah, this year, you know, it's interesting to me because it's a little bit feel of, you know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. For all of the changes, for all of the discussion of how different these rosters are this year, you still see a United States that's leaning into the gimmickier maps, and you still see a Germany that's leaning into
I do not know this map pool at all.
And already we're seeing that.
I'm paying attention to map pool showcases.
Quickly, United States banning out no mods 2 and 5, so getting rid of those speed stream stamina picks and no mod pool. Germany saying, you know what, we're going to get rid of the low AR hidden. We're going to get rid of the free mod pick. And USA hopping right into a very
keep an eye out for Whitecats plays.
Again, they're really
even Manny played with a burnt finger. Oh, I saw that on Twitter.
Today of a team that's super good at all sorts of gimmick and all sorts of tech type picks. And against a German team that has looked pretty good.
I'm paying attention to chat right now.
Really dominant in their matches coming into this winners final. But I do think that if the United States is going to win, it's going to be on the back of their gimmick performance. And
I heard some pretty scary stuff about like chat in some very specific matches that happened.
Oh, absolutely. We'll see what the skill sets kind of boil down to today. I think, again, with the teams like Germany and the United States, you have so many players that are proficient at these late round.
What do you mean by very scary?
Really have it's harder to pick which team.
I heard horror stories of what happened in
so many comfortable faces in here that
China versus
there's less
Taiwan.
Back and forth, and you know, like, oh, Germany or the United States picks this map, and it definitively goes over to them because it's their pick and it's their skill set. But in this matchup, you can put up a roster that the United States is right now, Fiery Rage, Utami, and then, you know, figure out the last 2 players, but then they got to go up against
That's okay, it's okay. USA versus Germany, there's no issues, right?
That are really just going to hold you off for the entirety of the map.
Yeah, these are such scary rosters, man. Like both these teams just put together.
Are you not going to watch Mr. Beast Squid Game live? Not live. Maybe afterwards.
For basically any map that you can throw at them. I mean, obviously, you know, as discussed over the course of this entire tournament and coming into it, you know, United States losing Vaxxy, he's an unreplaceable player. You can't replace a guy of that stature. So, you know, Germany coming in, maybe some of these picks that, you know, you could put in Vaxxy and expect to get, you know, a 600-800.
Wait, are they just going straight in? No warm-ups?
Germany doesn't have to worry about that. In
oh,
this
right.
So,
they don't do warm-ups in OWC anymore.
To Hard Rock 3 here to get things started. It is going
Wait, this is warm-up?
to be a fun match. I think this is going to be one of the most competitive ones we're going to see if all goes according to plan.
Yeah, so no warm-ups.
Starting off Fiery Rage, Utami, Fancy Lad.
We're just going straight into it. First pick.
Hard Rock 3, taking on Kriller, White Cat, Hallow Watcher, and Dust Ice.
Last year's Grand Finals match is any indication of how close this match could potentially be, especially with the roster changes from the United States. We are in for quite the treat here. We do have the Hard Rock coming in to start here. Hard Rock 3. Kriller's going to find the first break here. This is another one of those maps that Germany had players like Smarty on last year that were very, very proficient.
Oh, this seems like an accuracy map, dude.
To replace Smarty for the roster this year and still have a 4-man that can come out here and perform this highly. Kriller not quite having the best of times here.
What the fuck? The lap still has 99%.
Yeah,
so does White Cat, though.
Second break for Germany. This map is very, very difficult. As you see, Airyu finding the first miss for USA. You saw a ridiculous score from South Korea on this last night.
These patterns are fucked, dude.
Team's gonna love to it. Utami, Airyu,
these back and forths are brutal.
All finding breaks, so it is just White Cat left for Germany. Meanwhile, Fiery and Fancy Lad, those anchor players for the United States, you know Fiery is going to come in on Hard Rock and be ready to go. Fancy Lad likewise on anything tech. It's a bit of a lead already getting established here. 200K for the United States. Feeling good on their first pick, it looks like.
Wow. Looking pretty good as a team, too. Utami did find that break right before this slower section here, but Dustus was right there to trade it out. It's Fancy Lad with the high accuracy as usual. We've seen him the entire tournament perform very well on these types of picks, especially with Hard Rock, and of course Fiery Rage maintaining.
Dude, my eyes are literally glued on
White
Fancy
Cat
screen.
Doing what he does best for Germany right now.
What the fuck is that pattern, dude?
Supporting combo to make up for those earlier breaks. Hallow Watcher, one of the more proficient Hard Rock players on the team, does find a break, but Fiery Rage trades it out. It's White Cat and Kriller versus Fancy Lad Utami right now. The combo lead is in the favor of Germany. But they're running out of map. They need another break from the United States, and with Dust Ice continuing to find breaks here, I don't know if they're going to have that wiggle room.
Yeah, I think this one is too far to the USA side. Fancy Lad,
what the hell?
White Cat, Utami with enough combo to keep things in track for the United States, and they are going to take that first pick 1-0.
White Cat and Fancy
Lad,
holy shit!
Like pulling out the full combo to match White Cat. Nearly identical accuracy between those two, both at 97% plus. Very good plays from those guys. The support.
Dude, maps like that are so scary. I think they look really cool, like aesthetically. They look really, really cool. But playing them, it's just so awkward. Especially when you have like
proving that they can hang
back and forth, rotating squares. Dude,
not the end of the world on your opposing team's first pick.
Well, it's about as close as you like on a 4v4 tournament pick against your team there. That was the United States' opening pick. So, you know, as awesome as both of these teams are, and again, there is complete back and forth potential between these two teams here. You do, in some aspects, expect to see the picking team be more comfortable on the maps that they choose. Germany and the United States have experienced enough players and captains to know exactly the directions that they want to go for both their players and against the opposite teams. And I think that is going to prove to be useful to them in this match here. But at the same time, it can sometimes be a crutch.
Fancy's so cracked, but White Cat's getting all the glory. That's because, dude, White Cat has so much, like,
you can start to kind of overanalyze your,
around his name.
What is the potential of this situation?
The former number one player who held the world record for the longest amount of time as number one.
The possibility of that. Later on in the match, we'll see what happens with any break points.
White Cat is insane, though? Of course.
But a DT3 for Germany is a smart pick for them. I don't think there's any reason that we should be questioning Germany's speed. They've looked good on it the entire tournament. The United States certainly
it's hard to count out Fancy now.
Players here, but again,
everyone kind of knows
Germany
who Fancy is
their own
nowadays.
Pick tends to be fairly strong here.
Maybe not as prevalent as White Cat, but still.
Looking good, I think, for Germany is a bit of an understatement. They have looked pure and simple dominant on these speed picks over the course of this tournament. Their roster for these maps, like the Nomad 5, Double Times 2 and 3, those rosters have been unstoppable. I mean, they're putting up 4 million points after 4 million points on these types of maps. You know, the United States pretty commonly banning out Nomad 2. That's the type of map they almost never leave
Germany's
for their opponents. But banning out both the Nomad
this is a DT
picks means that Germany gets their pick of all 4
270 BPM.
USA gonna have to rely on Eris in that addition to the team this year. We know
Uranium,
he's got kind of
David, the 3 months
insurance for these types of maps, but a little bit prone to the one miss curse. We see him, you know, he'll have 99.7, 99.8 accuracy and just miss somewhere at random. So hopefully he can avoid that fate here.
First break.
But this is a
tactical miss
pick and an expected one, I think, for Germany.
Tommy falls up as well. Germany pulling pretty strong.
Already found 2 breaks on the USA side.
Not super comfortable for the USA, possibly on the AR. The accuracies on Utami and Airyu do suggest that they're okay, but as the map continues progressing, you do kind of see maybe that stamina gate start to come through here. Tommy and Airyu both dropping the accuracy.
Chat, this is part of the reason why I've been practicing speed recently.
FC's fairly high ac on everyone.
Because right now I would not be able to play this.
Lowest at 97. KHC does finally fall below 99. Rising, another one of those players, was on the team last year. Didn't perform to an exceptional level, I think, as much as he wanted to. And coming in this year and looking really good on this DT3 alongside Dustus right now.
Airyu is really struggling.
Arson and Fancy Lad, but it is just Airyu and Utami doing the damage for the United States here. And as we start to approach that last
Rising
quarter
finally
of the map,
finds a break
from the United
I think
States,
that's the first break on Germany.
Time down here, Rising.
Holy shit, dude! Germany is just like completely destroying USA on speed.
Germany with an exceptional
is it just this map?
Pick here.
Yep, you knew that this was what
I know Okinamo
and
KHZ are fucking
exactly
speed gods.
Arison coming in and putting up the score that you
Dust Ice is just Dust Ice.
The United States, but it's just meaningless as Dust Ice and Okinamo are going to both FC. And there you go, another 4 million point score on another late round DT pick for Germany. That is just what they do.
Still, Arison 99.6, right? Hey, come on.
You can't ban it out. You know, when there's 4 maps that you know they're going to be able to do things like that on, you can't get rid of all of them if you're trying to ban against this team. So it's just leaving up the least of the evils and knowing you're probably going to take an L on one or another.
Is this grand finals? No, it is finals.
4 million points on a finals DT3. Yeah, that's just
grand
what
finals is this weekend. Is that correct?
In United States, going in just expecting that and knowing that it's coming and saying, okay, we'll take our knocks and go on to the next pick because that's their first pick. It's their best map. And we can go find something else. They're going to run out of those picks eventually, hopefully, for the United States.
Nomad 6? Of course. Of course the USA would pick Nomad 6.
They're going to go back over to the Nomad pool and open that up with Nomad 6.
Nomad 6, a strong pick for the United States traditionally in the tournament so far. A big change from that DT3 there. You know, you
Tom who?
4.1 million team score. This is finals, by the way, everyone. Still putting up 4 millions for every million score that Germany put up. However, Arison put up only 1/100, so we're looking at some crazy
typical
these maps here, and Nomad 6 will be no exception. This one possibly a little bit more favored to the United States than the first pick, even in the minds of a lot of people who have been keeping up with this tournament. The United States has, up till this point, had a Nomad 6 or Gimmick roster, for that matter, that has basically just stumped every single team in this tournament. Most just don't know how to deal with it super well, and we're going to have to see if Germany is going to be one of the very few teams that could maybe crack the code of that, you know, potential just guaranteed pick roster that the United States tries to put up for this map here. There's really not too much that teams have done about it.
Chat, should we just go straight into the maps and just skip the commentary?
Nomad 6 last week in their semifinal against Hong Kong and did lose it. It was quite close, but Hong Kong managed to eke that point out. So United States not infallible on these Nomad 6 picks, but
VOD Watchers advantage.
Judging from what I've heard over the course of the week, they are feeling pretty confident.
Very different scenario when you're going against a team who is full well capable of
this is Nomad
taking
6.
A break point against
map
you, and
3.
I think the nerves are going to be running a little bit higher for some
from the
of those
USA
players in this match that aren't quite as used to it. And I wonder if that's going to have an effect on maybe some of these more, you know, technically intensive.
Oh my god, you can already see how some players are like super uncomfortable just based off their accuracy. I mean, just take a look at Okinamo.
Like this one, especially with the length. I mean, over 3 minutes long. And you're throwing.
Meanwhile, the lad,
OWC finals
98%.
Tricky, demanding.
Same with White Cat.
That is in a niche that a lot of people aren't super comfortable with. So we'll have to see if the performances live up to expectations. So far, so good for all 8 players in the early goings here. So...
Oh, wait, Fancy breaks.
Fancy Lad is going to be the first break coming off.
Wait, what the fuck?
States side, but Kriller follows up.
That's super uncharacteristic.
United States now 3-2 FC lead, about a third of the way on the map.
Do you agree with the quote? Thank God BTMC
breaks for Germany. Map is not quite over yet. A very, very
well, it is painfully obvious that they're much better players.
For the US now, that is 1 FC to 3, and some rather.
So under the context that I would take one of those spots instead, yes.
They're not getting any bonus score on the US right now, but they're certainly.
If I want to play OWC, I definitely need to step up.
Yeah, the accuracy, actually, though, both on Fancy Lad and Taquito, despite the break from Fancy Lad, 97 AC doing better than anyone on Germany. Taquito, 97 AC as well for him. Both of those players lapping the competition. That's going to help just pull away a little bit more for the USA here as we go through the middle portion of this pick. And it is still 3 FCs to just the 1. White Cat doing his job as you would expect, but he needs help from his team. He needs help from USA finding a break somewhere, or that lead is going to continue to grow, 300,000 plus here as we go towards the last quarter. There's a break from Taquito. That's going to give Germany a little bit of help.
Dude, these streams are so janky.
Just in time for the help that they needed there. There are some massive supporting combos on the side of Germany right now, so that break from Taquito is actually going to put this right down the middle for the 2 teams, but Kriller finding another break there.
Well, it doesn't matter. USA is still chilling.
Favors for Germany.
But those patterns, they were like divided into like doubles, triples, etc. Except you play it as like a stream, right?
Teams, which basically implies that White Cat
you need so much good finger control in order to play this.
Gains no more score. But
not to mention the different rhythm structures.
I just don't think it's enough here. And the United States, again, continuing to remain strong.
Pongo, thank you.
No mod 6 picks. Again, not without contention on this one. Fiery Rage finding a break at the end. It will be a little bit closer, but regardless, they've held off for long enough. The United States will keep a fairly winning track record here.
Dude, is this seriously going to be a ping pong match?
Yeah, USA is again going to feel, I think, decently comfortable with that.
Wait, White Cat Umbre S ranks. Holy shit.
The FC, White Cat, the top scorer there.
I think White Cat is 2 out of 3 right now. He's played 2. Well,
the best player in terms of
he's been in for 2 out of 3 maps. Both maps he's FC.
Well, so that'll be one to keep an eye on. But USA just better across the board. You know, that's
no one in their right mind will Cyrie maps like this. Of course. But that doesn't take away from the fact that this shit is hard to play.
On Hard Rock 3. And
didn't anyone strange approach you during the convention days? I can't remember.
That will be about what they want to see. You know, Germany.
I know Rocket came up. Rocket Samurai.
USA's really strong picks. They're not going to feel too shabby. USA though, some of the top front runners in the world. You know, you see them get ahead. They rarely give up an advantage over the course of a match. So. Always.
Do you think last year's team would repeat again this year, as in like the same roster?
Give them a couple point lead.
They're definitely proving to themselves that like
early
they got what it takes.
You know? So just gonna see what.
Dude, I literally asked Vaxay straight up, like, "Yo, is there any specific reason why he didn't want to play in OWC this year?" And he was literally just like,
I think it's their best
just didn't feel like it.
Points against the United States, but their hesitation in picking here does suggest something different, and it certainly is with the HR precision pick against the United States.
Then they might be.
Works out for Germany, it could benefit them very heavily in the long run. If not, they do risk going down 4-1 potentially, but that's not the worst situation if you think you have a couple guaranteed picks left. But I feel like this is all speculation for now.
Oh yeah, thank you, Karen.
Surprised by much smaller things.
Yeah, I think, you know, get this out of the way early. If you win it, like you said, it opens up some other options. If you lose it, you still have a couple of DTs to fall back on if you want to go back into the raw mechanics. You know, if Germany wins this pick, then they might be thinking, okay, you know, we've got free mod 2, which is the small circle free mod pick as well.
This is interesting.
So
Team Germany is the one to pick the small circle size.
Kind of an info gathering pick. And it's one that I think they expect to be quite strong on. But
wait, this reminds me. Fancy posted like a clip of him playing like super small circle size shit,
Fiery, Utami,
which was actually kind of crazy.
Solid on these precision picks, but you know, Germany historically
Fancy's precision has gotten insanely good over time.
Traded breaks early on. Utami and Dust Ice Exarch following up with the next. It's going to be a little bit of an early lead here for Germany. Hello Watcher holding on to that SS, the first couple hundred combo. That'll be something to keep an eye on as well. That accuracy advantage for Germany already starting to grow as Utami's down at 95%, and Fiery was briefly below 98.
Utami has not traditionally been the strongest hard rock player for the United States, but Fancy Lad finding a break, that's another big one for Germany here. They're going to continue on with these 3 FCs, but Utami has made some big improvements in his hard rock in the past couple of months here. It used to be, you know, something that you would have never seen Utami in, especially for a precision hard rock pick.
Wait, that's actually true. Utami's usually known as a hidden player.
Like that on a map like this is certainly something that.
So it is kind of crazy to see him on this map.
Here. That one break.
Well, he's holding on strong. Fiery and X-Arc break.
Double break. Yeah.
Fiery X-Arc break. The map is actually over, by the way. It's 2.5 minutes on. We're halfway through. It is still a 3-way full combo and a huge backing combo for Germany. I don't really... this is actually already reaching the point where unless there's a full reset for Germany, the map may well be over.
White Cat just hit that with 99.6.
Yes, yeah. Hello Watcher and Just Ice did both break, but White Cat and Kriller... Okay, Kriller breaks. Wait. It's halfway through. There's just no combo.
Dude, White Cat is fucking jacked.
Yeah, they have nothing to fall back on. And White Cat, by the way,
holy shit,
7 AC FC. He is feeling himself today on these maps, looking good.
Wait, he just broke. What? Robbed. Literally fucking robbed.
Fortunately for him, no damage will be done because the United States just doesn't have any combo to take advantage of. So the precision pick looking to work out well here for Germany.
Yeah, it's just Fancy Lad left over for the United States, but he's got a battle against Dustis and Kriller, who both have comparable accuracy, if not better, on Dust Ice right now. Fiery Rage continuing to find a couple extra breaks here in this latter half of the map alongside Utami. Exarch gonna try and put up a combo here to maybe match up, and there goes Fiery once again. It's the German team with Dust Ice and Kriller holding it out at the end of the map here. White Cat did whatever he could to hold it at the beginning. Kriller gonna make up for that earlier break here.
Dude, that was actually fucking insane.
Very, very confident victory.
White Cat with over 99% and also with the largest score in this.
736,000, almost 737,000. Besides that DT3 pick, just over 1.1 million here. So Germany has had
holy shit, White Cat is
than the United States on their own picks today.
Insane.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, you know, kind of what that says for the rest of the
White Cat, what's up?
The United States, I think, picking a couple
how's it going, man?
Will typically be a little closer. That, you know, the Hard Rock 3, which is hard to get an amazing team score on. Nomad 6, likewise. Germany just picking into their own skill sets. And
easy.
Really good. That is a 99.35 back, 1 miss from
He's
White
finally
Cat,
not trolling in tournaments. Are you kidding me?
A score to be ignored.
Dude, White Cat has consistently been one of Germany's top, like, best players.
I think, you know, that's going to say to them, we can pick Hard Rock, we can pick small circles. And United States is going to have to come up with.
We're talking about Corsairs? Oh, I don't remember what happened in Corsairs. I don't think I watched much of that.
Is looking a lot better than the United States in the early goings here.
It certainly is.
All right. Next map.
Had a better performance on that.
At the beginning here for Germany, going to take the States drop.
I don't know how many years ago it was now, but going
wait,
through the
Mazrin mapped this?
Like Tiger Blood, and seeing Digital Hypno with a double S on that map before there was FCs, and I guess that speaks to
Ramsing too? Wait, didn't like some Russian mapper make Ramsing?
Really biased towards these more tech and gimmick skill sets. Germany gonna stick with the mechanics.
Yeah.
The
okay, that makes sense.
A little bit more on that side here. So this is, you know, mechanics versus technical skill sets here. We'll see if they keep that trend.
And this is the type of map, despite being still pretty early on in this match. This is the type of map.
Kasardos recommended this song to Mazrin, if I recall correctly.
Oh, I see. On something that they're just expected to be far stronger than their opponents on with a tech slider aim map. You know, if they have a somewhat poor showing, if anybody on this team underperforms,
wait, did Mazrin seriously map this?
That's a rough spot to be in. So got to be on the lookout for any little hiccups that they may have. We do see a couple breaks early on. Ryu, Okanamo, and Digital Hypno on his first map of the day, finding an early break. So 3 FCs to 2 right at the beginning here for Germany. Going to take an early lead once that combo outweighs the active.
There goes Digital Hypno and Kriller to match.
Mazrin maps everything now? That's so weird. I still remember Mazrin as just like the speed man, and specifically metal. When it comes to this genre of music, dude.
Doing his job, the lone remaining FC already for Germany against Fiery and Fancy Lad, two of the best tech players in the world over there on that USA roster. But White Cat, you know, known for his mechanics, but
oh my
good
god,
at different things. I think he gets kind of underrated because people think of him as, you know, kind of that aim and speed player, but he is quite good at this sort of thing as well, and he is showing that here so
dude.
far.
Fiery and Fancy's accuracy is literally out of this fucking world.
A couple breaks, so it's gonna be
they're actually catching these slider ends.
Very close here. Aryu and Dust Ice continuing to trade. Fiery Rage and Fancy Lad both with disgusting accuracies right now. White Cat not far behind, but there goes Fancy Lad. That's pretty big for Germany.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Well. That's going to keep it in favor of the U.S.
It's a 2v2, and Germany just took the lead. Digital Hypno finds the break. Fiery Rage is the lone combo remaining for the United States. It was 2v2 between him and Digital Hypno against White Cat and Okinamo, but now Germany with the advantage. But Okinamo finds a miss-aim, and it is now a 1-versus-1 Fiery Rage against White Cat.
Oh my god!
Can maintain this full combo longer, both reaching up over 500k as we get into the last quarter of the map. Very similar in all facets. The accuracy about the same, but the United States backing combo on Fancy Lad.
No fucking way! Fiery break! White Cat is still a scene!
And Digital Hypno.
Digital Hypno, that's a big break.
Oh my god, White Cat's gone!
White Cat breaks it.
Wait, had the opportunity
all the combos are gone.
Make a single
the USA safe
comeback, but
holy
it's not
shit
meant to be, as there goes Dust Ice as well, and Fancy Lad looks like he's going to be able to bring this one home to the United States here into the ending.
Look at that. From the beginning to the end,
was that just like a slider break from White Cat?
If
White Cat held on, he actually could have stolen this point.
Again, for the German team here, just not quite able to keep up. We'll see what happens into the ending here, but it is well over for the United States. The score lead just far too high. Kriller, despite having a little bit of internet issues here, was not going to be able to pull up enough score for them to win. And the United States does win with a final victory margin of 306,000 score in their favor. Again, kind of keeping the same score margin here. 306,000, 381,000, 233,000. They're kind of
that actually could have been the break point
for everything here.
Oh my god.
So it's a decent score margin. It's a comfortable one, but it's not.
This is why White Cat was kind of mad after the match.
For the German team here. It's not, you know, we can't possibly take this late.
Perhaps.
Dual sort of map, you know. Mod pick #1.
Anything's possible. United States team, I think year after year, they come in, and even on maps like No Mod 1 and all those other basic aim picks, I feel like they always
have played this without sound
from expectations. On that, and I don't know if that's something with consistency or
they still won.
Just being able to replicate performances from practice scores, but I think that in terms of favoring Germany thus far on these DT speed picks, they do have a decent advantage coming into this, but you know, like you mentioned, anything's possible in the trade at the beginning.
As I say, get a couple very early breaks, and yeah, you know, the U.S. historically is not a mod pick #1 team. You know, No Mod 1, Hidden 1, Hard Rock 1, DT 1. Like, that's just not what they trend
PP
for.
overheat.
And so I don't know if maybe they just don't put in, you know, the kind of time and effort on practicing those picks because they know they're not going to pick them themselves. But, you know, it can come back to bite them a little bit. You see Tommy and Fire Rage both finding breaks, but there goes Rising as well as Dust Ice. So it's going to stay close. See what Fancy Lad and Area you can do against these White
Dude,
Cats.
this map is so close.
Germany, but Okinamo, that solid backing combo. Looks like Utami was, in fact, a Bancho miss, so that was not a break for Utami. And he is still holding on, which is going to help the United States take a little bit of a lead here.
Okinamo's last break right there was an actual miss, however, which is even going to further favor the United States team here. Fiery Rage and Okinamo continuing to trade. They're basically non-factors.
Dude, I don't even know what to look at, dude.
Between those 3 FCs on the United States team and those 2 supporting combos on the German team,
when in doubt,
to be able
just
to
stare at White Cat and Fancy Lad.
The United States finds a break. We do know how this goes. You start to pass that halfway point in the map, and you get to that danger zone here. And he misses. There is a pretty jump section, big jump section right here. Let's see if we see any breaks from anyone. It has to come from the U.S. team if Germany wants to pull back into this. It's just Fiery.
Fiery Rage is kind of having a bit of difficulty on this map, but fortunately it's not all that important yet. It will, though, start
fucking Utami is still a sing as well.
That is the closest player at about 80k now.
Wait, so is Aryu. What the fuck? There's still 3 FCs in the USA?
In Dust Ice, that might just have ended Germany's chances of winning this pick. White Cat is at a 1x100
Aryu just broke.
as Aryu finds a break, but Utami and Fancy Lad both have
White Cat
combos, and it is just
holy
White Cat,
fuck! White Cat has 99.9!
With a 300k lead.
What? How did I not even see that?
Aryu did slow things down a little bit by finding a miss there. The United States was gaining about 100,000 score every 3 seconds there. And Aryu did slow that a little bit, but regardless, they needed a break from Utami and Fancy Lad as well. White Cat can't pull it back by himself, even with, what, 1x100?
Yeah, Whitecat is having a day. It is unbelievable how well he is playing, but unfortunately just does not have the scoring he needs from his team. And that's going to be Breakpoint United States by 300K. They're going to take a 4-2
This is almost less than the middle of the map. Like literally in match.
FC on a finals map. Like, you know, he can just do it all. This guy is playing out of his freaking mind in this match.
Oh my god.
Whitecat has either dropped FCs or one miss.
Stepping up to the plate for Whitecat.
I haven't seen this dude drop more than a single miss this match yet.
Immediately from the United States, but Germany not out of this by any means yet. It's just this is the point right here.
To the
again,
USA.
It's not do or die, but this is the time where the United States can almost lock this match in. They can start homing in on those, you know, final couple points potentially. If
all right, this is a hidden map.
Manage to get this pick,
we got Taquito and Utami.
Over, but
tactical miss from Utami,
again,
no problem.
Will be down 5-2 with the United States potentially looking for match point on their following pick, but not looking too good for the U.S. so far. Utami and Taquito.
Wait, what the fuck?
Breaks.
Fancy isn't playing?
Players you want to see missing on this.
I mean, after I just spent the interim period, they're talking about how they bring in these two hidden specialists, and they're the first two to break. So we're gonna have to see if they can get calmed down going forward. There's a break from Digital Hypno as well. That's the concern, but there goes
Whitecat also breaks on Germany's side.
While, obviously, with the
but they're supporting combos,
on,
still keeps them in the lead.
Previous map and just the one miss back on Nomad 4. So we'll see if he can recover. It's a 3-way FC for Germany. The backing combo trying to get built back up behind Aryu's FC for the USA.
If they're able to make something work here, Aryu does find a break. As I was about to say, he was holding up the United States. Good accuracy still from him, but
Taquito also breaks. No fucking room.
Oh my goodness.
So this is the United States putting up their worst showings of this match.
Yeah, this is really, this is a giant question mark.
Could get out of hand here in a hurry here if Germany keeps this up. There go Aryu, Digital Hypno. Kriller, fortunately for the United States, does find a break. Utami with a bit of a combo, but Okinamo and Dust Ice just holding on like it ain't no thing.
Oh my god, oh my god, Okinamo breaks.
And there's the break.
Wait, Utami's also gone. Every single combo is gone from the US.
In danger of being a break point right back very quickly here. Germany just saying, hey guys,
and Dust Ice is gone. Holy shit, dude.
There's a break from Dust Ice, though. Not a lot of combo anywhere on the board. Just Whitecat at sub 500. But that's going to be enough for Germany to keep this lead.
It's a very big lead at that. Almost 400,000 score over the course of a 3-minute map that is well over halfway done here. Whitecat just needs to be able to hold this combo, but he breaks alongside Utami.
Okay, so we've got matching combos on both teams. So it's still in Germany's favor. There goes Dust Ice, there goes Digital Hypno. So it's Aryu, Taquito versus Kriller, Okinamo. The combos are even. The score gap is 300K. This is really not achievable for the United States at this juncture. There goes Okinamo. Is there enough time, though? Is there enough score left? There goes Aryu as well.
No, yeah, I don't think there is.
The United States just not able to take advantage of any miss from Germany as they are finding breaks left, right, and center of their own.
I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, I get this is like the video definition of just a turbo int for like.
This map is just high-key intable, I think, is how I've seen it put. Like, it's very easy to break anywhere on the spacing of these bursts.
Holy shit, dude. No one was able to hold a consistent combo on this.
Very subpar performances, but Germany manages to come out on top nonetheless with the break point back. So it goes quickly right on back over to 4-3.
Chat, I'm going to quickly use the bathroom.
That was an unfortunate situation for the United States there. Not exactly what they were looking for by any means. You know, a couple of standout performances from Germany just being able to pull out there, and Kriller with that good performance, 646,000, really just making the difference over the rest of the players in the lobby.
Yeah, that was an interesting performance from a lot of people, but I mean, at the end of the day, Kriller coming out on top, 646K, 100K better than the next closest scorer, so got to give him the praise there, as well as the rest of that team. Both squads not having a great time on that pick, really, so I don't know if we'll go back into like a hidden one based on what we just saw. And now I think we go DT2.
Yeah, this is surely just another DT pick from the German roster here. They've looked good on all the DT picks so far, even that DT1 and DT3 being vastly different maps and still showing their prowess on both of them here. The DT2, I mean, your only deterrent for DT2 is just that your team misses and Arison like double S's. And I think that's the, unfortunately for every team in this tournament, a very real deterrent because of how possible it is.
Yeah, I think even with that in mind, though, I think Germany is just going to be safer in their skill floor.
Popcorn
that being said,
enjoyers.
they're going to the other pick that we kind of discussed previously after they won Hard Rock 2. We mentioned, I know I brought up Fremont to another
Nebula, good morning.
pick. Germany saying our precision roster is just that strong in this matchup. You know, we saw what happened. That round 2 was ugly for the United States. They lost it. Germany
Thank you so much, Nebula.
Really say by 736K. And
oh my god, and LMT. LMT maps, let's go.
On the back. This one brings in a little more variety, like we said.
Wait, is this Nomad 2?
Some streams, brings in a little bit more of an awkward aim component.
Chat, what map is this?
Still, you've got to like Germany's chances here. I'm very curious to see
Fremont
what we get for mods, though. It's going to be hidden Hard Rock on Exarch, hidden only on Utami, kind of expected there. Over on the German side, hidden only will surely be on Kriller, and then Hard Rock on Duste. So we are going to see 2 Nomads per team. Airyu, Fancy Lad, Umbre, White Cat, as those Nomad players matching up against each other in the middle of the screen. So this is going to be interesting. The United States with the minor over mod.
Exarch hidden Hard Rock. What the fuck?
Into Germany's Hard Rock only on the German pick. This is, again, every map feels so tense once you get
oh
to
my god,
stage,
this is base 8.3 approach rate?
This is Germany looking for a 4-4 tie if they can win their own pick here.
Well, I think if there was ever a time to do it, they have the motivation and the ability to make it happen here. This is a confident position from Germany. They had that break point down. They were able to take it back, and now they're right back into this match the way that they started.
So Exarch is playing on 6.5, right? With hidden and Hard Rock.
Make it work. It's on slightly maybe a more contested pick like this one. Again, you really don't know what's going to happen between any of the players on this, you know, Hard Rock or hidden alike. I think the Nomad players, if you're comfortable at lower ARs, this is probably the most comfortable, you know, to go for here. But the potentials for over-aiming on some of this is just, yeah, like that on Fancy
Like
Lad.
that, yep, exactly like that. Yeah, those kind of linear patterns, it's very easy to just subtly miss-aim.
Germany just barely has the lead right now. But because of that break from Fancy, he's just going to, oh no.
And there goes Exarch as well. So down to just 2 FCs now for the United States, already almost halfway through this map, only 2.5 minutes long.
No.
And Germany now in a great spot, still holding the 4-way. The value of everyone on that roster is so high, and the United States is just gone. They just evaporated into the ether. Thanos just snapped his fingers and said, United States combo. What
oh,
United
hello.
States combo? It is gone.
KHZ.
White Cat
good morning.
Strong for Germany.
Bro,
looking like this is
welcome. We are watching your match versus the United States.
Accuracy as well, just flying higher on Germany here. 99% on all 3 of the FCs. It's just Airyu for the US with some exceptional 99.91% here.
Mr. Cheese is my favorite cheese.
Breaks, Exarch finding breaks, and it's just Dustes for Germany right now. Umbre does finally find a miss, but Fancy Lad to trade it means that there's absolutely no progress being made for the United States here.
This is just Germany living up to expectations on this pick. Kriller with the hidden FC still alive. Finally breaks at the end the instant I look his way. But White Cat, meanwhile, holding down the fort. And this is going to be another big win for Germany on one of their own picks. So other than that hiccup on DT1, their picks have all been very one-sided affairs for them. And it is going to be
holy fuck, dude. 4-4 again. USA had a 2-point lead and they just
in the lobby, but shoutouts again
through
840k plus with hidden doing his part and assisting them to a 700.
Crazy Monkeys, stay with 15.
Massive victory for Germany there.
Airyu with 99.84. Holy shit.
Just how difficult
White Cat FC with 99.4 though.
Combination is on this. And it really did prove to be that way there. Airyu and White Cat, the 2 players to pull out all the stops for their teams. Only one 101 miss across the entire map. Exceptional accuracy. White Cat, the only one to pull out that full combo. Exarch kind of going in and having to tank out the hidden Hard Rock, a very difficult mod combination to have to go into. But he was able to hold it up fairly well there. We'll see now back to the United States immediately into that double time 4. I do think this is the only double time slot that is slightly more contested between these 2 teams here.
Yeah, this is definitely, if there was ever a double time that USA was going to pick, it's definitely for You know, these Kip alt DTs that we've been seeing in this tournament have all been pretty cool maps, but definitely requiring some more finger control and, again, that kind of technical difficulty rather than the raw mechanical difficulty.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I can skip this. That's right. This isn't live.
One of the longer...
Holy shit.
I guess they're all just because of the awkward worse. But it's going to be a big one here.
What's wrong with your hair? My hair is fine.
All these maps, once you get at this stage,
my hair looks like normally.
2 picks left per team. The United States will have 1 more pick in their back pocket after this map, no matter what. The question will be what that scoreline will look like when they get there, and they've got to win this one. They want to ensure that it is with a tied score at worst. A lot on the line here. And Germany, a team that's looked good on DT, kind of fumbling a little bit on DT1, but looking great on DT3. So which version of Germany is going to show up for DT4? That's the question.
That's what I think they want to know here, because this is something that the United States has been fairly good at for the entirety of the tournament. They haven't looked awful on the DT4s besides some unfortunate
Wait, really?
breaks.
I thought Germany has won every single DT pick so far.
Kind of kicking it up to a little bit more flow aim oriented this week. We kind of had some more technical.
Rising and Fancy trading blows.
Rising and Kriller all with breaks. There you match is up now. 2-2 FPs once again.
I feel like a lot of these maps have been going this sort of way, where there's a break from one team and just a break right away from the other side. Nobody able to capitalize. There goes White Cat, though. That's been such a key score for Germany on a lot of these picks, and now he's going to get score capped with that break being where it is, just past the 1/3 mark. Rising a lot of trouble here, down at 200k, a little bit behind. Kriller building that combo back up to try and help out Dust Ice, but it's a double FC for United States, and backing combo is there.
Feels like, man.
They're going to take a bit of a lead here. They're going to try to run with it. A couple 100,000 points coming up.
Yeah, not just the lead on that full combo that they have, but there goes Dust Ice as well. The last FC on the side of Germany.
Oh my god, Fancy's getting wrecked.
The US now. 2.5 minutes on this pick. Fancy Lad does find a break, but with Dust Ice having broken right before, there's really no gains there. There goes Rising as well.
Dude, Fiery and Utami are just going backpack mode. Holy shit.
GT4 with Utami and Fiery Rage just pulling this through.
Yeah, you know, like you said, coming into this, these DT4 picks have been ones the United States has looked really good on week in and week out, and this one looks to be no exception. Fiery and Utami just making it look so easy. Almost 99% AC FCs on both of them, and United States just pulling away. It's giving a 500-600 or more 1,000-point lead. And Germany just no answer, unfortunately, on this one. White Cat and Dust Ice kind of doing what they can, but it is going to just be a United States blowout. This is the kind of score that Germany's been getting on their picks. The United States finally making one of these blowouts happen.
Well, into the ending here, there is just all potential for the U.S. to continue going here. Fiery Rage does finally... Oh, neither of them FC! What?
Oh, you hate
what
to
the
see it.
fuck?
Fiery and Utami both breaking within the
what
last couple
the
combo.
fuck?
It's going to prevent it from being
scammed.
a million-point win.
Literally
but,
scammed out of an
know,
FC.
900k or a million, it still is a demonstrative victory for United States. That is right where they wanted it. That's exactly
no
what
leads.
they needed.
Are we about to see a
points in a row to just put their stamp on a map like that one?
Dude.
And now
Chat, I really need to start tuning into these things live. It's a shame that I was away from my PC when this match happened, because this match would be absolutely insane to watch while it's live. I already know everything that happened. All right, I saw the Reddit thread. I saw the Twitter beef that happened at the end of it.
Haven't looked too flustered by anything.
But like, holy shit, dude! All these maps are insane. This isn't even the grand finals, and these matches are so fucking close.
But I think as we progress through this match, they're gonna have to be more careful, because they do lose those confident picks somewhat.
Then, you know, a Dust Ice or KHC, who are guys that are going to come in for this and just
what Twitter beef happened
time and time again.
There were disconnects,
and like you said, this one a little different than some of the previous DT2 picks in this tournament. Maybe it's something the United States will be able to keep in touch with a little more. Obviously, leaving it up was, and there is that first break from Rising, so I hate to be right about those sorts of things. You want to see the best performance out of the players, but he is now going to be playing catch-up for a while here, as the United States is going to take an early advantage.
Very confident accuracies from all the players on the United States as well. Even Fancy Lad, someone on the United States roster who has kind of struggled with stamina for the tournament up until now, is looking rather confident on this pick here. Not super high BPM.
That's actually a really good point.
Is not, you know,
Fancy has really improved himself in terms of speed.
If you're not super comfortable with stamina, Utami is actually bringing up the lowest accuracy for the U.S. team right now. But It does stay close. It is still right there for both of these teams. That break from Rising is not the end of the world, but that break from Okinamo and Exarch keeps it even.
It's a trade. That could have been huge in the advantage of the United States.
Oh,
PSG and Rising, that might just send it. It's going to be an instant 400,000 point lead for the United States in a matter of seconds. That is a place you cannot afford to miss at exactly halfway through. That is tragedy that has befallen Germany. Arison, Fancy Lad, Utami just looking cool as a cucumber on that United States side.
USA is chilling.
All three of them.
USA is enjoying life.
Seeing that score, Germany knowing they've got a big mountain to try to climb, and they are not in control of their own destiny on this point anymore. United States has to blunder for Germany to have a chance at bringing this back.
I mean, yeah, and then Rising finding another break here, and I mean, you're asking Arison to miss on a stamina DT map. That's just such a big ask. We mentioned it before, Arison and Utami, and yeah, that's just gonna do it right there. Fancy Lad finds the break.
Yeah, so we're seeing, I guess, why United States was willing to leave this map up this week against this German roster. I mean, you look at this score, it's going to be a huge one, 3.4, 3.5 million. It's going to be 2 maps in a row by 900,000 plus for the United States, and they are on a roll coming in to the ending. It's going to be another break point. It's going to be Arison with a 99.6 AC. Full combo.
The Arison method. And the Arison fans
felt him earlier in this tournament.
Utami also with 99.2. You can't count that off. Holy shit.
He is in for 1 million point win for the United States. That is just kicking it into high gear at exactly.
Do you see the drama of Puffbuck banning Bing Chilling
you have
in the OWC chat because it's too political?
He is 2 for 2 on FCs right now with a total of 11 100s for this match today on both of them. That is the exceptional performance that you really, really want to see out of your speed players for a match like this.
I thought Bing Chilling was like
funny.
You know,
it's part of the reason that Arison was on the US this year, and again, it's why I said that Germany really needs those 2 FCs to even have a chance in a DT2 map like that. You have Arison that's gonna come in. He's going to FC that map. Utami, an extremely confident stamina player, is just gonna come in and absolutely rock that map out. And they had Fancy Lad as basically a bonus FC for more than half.
And Utami, 2 very...
All right, there we go.
A little surprised not to see Kriller in for this,
Mapper Kaching.
Over maybe Hollow Watcher, but we'll see how it works.
That's actually
out.
What's his name? Scub Domino, right?
Their best 4-man roster for any given pick. Digital Hypno coming in for the United States. You know, maybe thought that would have been like an Airyu or a Fiery at this stage of the match, but it is what it is. And like you said, you know, I think we have to expect better things out of Takedo and Utami. 2 very early multiple misses from Okinamo and Hollow Watcher matched by Digital Hypno only. But this is a lengthy map, nearly 4 minutes, so there's a lot of time for things to develop over the course of this pick. And there's a lot on the line here, so also going to watch out for any sign of nerves from anyone in this lobby. A lot of experience goes into these 8 players, so it's unlikely, but it is still possible you get a big combo going, and you think to yourself, I need to keep this up, and maybe those little bit of nerves start to creep in and talk in the back of your mind. So keep it up. It's tough.
It's the type of map that you can expect some awkward breaks on, though. There are some really dense patterns in this that'll catch you off guard from having...
I know this song, but it's not the same map that I played.
Them. This is, you know, compared to the rest of the
pool,
pool,
I will say, this map is also extremely awkward.
Pool, I think, and that's going to definitely play into the potential outcome here. Fancy Lad finding a little bit of an overaim. Again, I mentioned that density change, but there goes Utami and Hallow as well.
My goodness. Okay, things just got exciting here.
Oh no! Khabib broke right before the slow section.
For United States, as Digital Hypno finds a break, he misses on air. And Okinamo and Whitecat now look to try to run away with this here for Germany. Again, a lot of time. And Takedo holding steady, but they're going to need some help now on that United States side.
I mean, Takedo can't do everything by himself. Likewise, we've seen earlier in the match Whitecat trying to win maps by himself, and it just doesn't work. But it is still pre-halfway in this map here, and they don't even have 100,000 score. It is going to start to push that right now, but there is a lot of map left to go. Almost 4 minutes on this one. Germany, while they are safe for now, need to maintain this performance, and it seems to be working. The United States, however, building up some combos. They do have to be careful.
They need breaks from Germany, and soon, though, because Whitecat and Dust Ice are holding strong, and Okinamo just about 50 combo behind, not far at all behind those FCs. These breaks are going to need
Holy
to come
shit,
relatively
dude.
soon because you see that score gap growing over 200,000 points. There's a break from Digital.
I can't believe it.
Though, does trade
this is the type of map I would see the USA win easily.
For USA. That is,
but Germany is just dominating.
Starting to fade a little bit here.
Dust Ice, White Cat.
Just keep on going.
Backup combo from Hollow Watcher. Holy shit.
One more time on a break. Fancy Lad and Utami now trying to do whatever they can. Both of them with very good accuracy. Okinamo does break alongside Utami, though, and that, I think, is just going to be
a 300,000
good score, pushing 400,000. Germany, White Cat, and Dust Ice finally finds a break, but White Cat, the savior of Germany, once again, alongside Hollow Watcher to match Fancy Lad.
This performance from White Cat over the course of this match has been nothing short of spectacular. I mean, you can't say enough about how well he is playing. Hollow Watcher does finally find a break. It's a 400k gap with a quarter of the map, less than a quarter of the map to go. I don't think
damage is done.
Technically comebackable at this point.
What the fuck? Everyone hit that?
For a lot of breaks out of
that
Germany,
was insane.
White Cat's still got another couple 100,000 points in the bank, so it's going to feel good for Germany. And they're going to get an opportunity to send this to a tiebreaker on their own pick by all appearances here. Man, White Cat is just not letting up. You can tell he wants this one badly.
Oh, man, Germany. This is the point that they want to be at, though. This is now their own pick to go into match point as we come into the final notes of this map here. White Cat versus Fancy Lad. White Cat with the ACK lead and the FC is going to single-handedly hold off the United States as Fancy and Digital Hypno missed the ending. And White Cat with yet another
what the fuck?
Mind-boggling
White Cat,
FC,
the only FC in
Germany
this match,
across the line one more time.
And that was a perfect
combo.
Germany's
pick into match point.
Who would have thought coming into this match, the United States versus Germany, the United States would win. The United States would win 3 out of the 4 DTs, and Germany would win both hiddens that were played.
That's
if you said
he brings up such a massive point,
I think
dude.
the predictions would have been exactly the opposite of what actually ended up happening. But White Cat just coming through in the clutch and
true, skip. Yep. Skip in progress. Yep. Skipping as we speak. Skip. It is now skip.
And I think that Digital Hypno fills almost every single one of those check
Alright, this is Germany's pick.
United States
right before tiebreaker.
Well, for the sake of the United States, I sure hope you are right. But Germany hoping that it doesn't end up making a difference. There's an early break to start things off.
Tactical miss.
We'll trade it, though. As we get underway with a couple early misses from these players, a little bit of nerves will probably start to creep in here. But who will they affect the most is the question. And so far, it's staying dead even. There's Digital Hypno, and a Fire Rage, and Kriller. Okay. The world is being set ablaze. It was not Fire Rage. Fire Rage was a Bancho break. Thank you. Kriller, however, appears to have been an actual miss. So it's White Cat and Dust Ice taking on Fiery and Fancy Lad in that 2v2 on the board right now.
We've seen it before on the previous map. We'll see if they're able to do it again here. White Cat has had an amazing go of this match so far. And he's going to need to continue that on this pick here. There's a lot of pressure on him right now. He's been performing so well, and it's been a lot of the reason that Germany's won their recent picks. So
that's actually a fact.
God forbid White Cat,
the savior of Germany.
Now it's going to be close, but he does have Dust Ice to back him up. Hollow Watcher is an exceptional Hard Rock player to have on your team, and that's another big factor. And there it is from White Cat.
White Cat finds the break. Now, I was about to say, there's one thing that concerns me as Fancy Lad finds a break, and that is the fact the United States has 2 mouse players in for a 4-minute long, kind of awkward aim hard rock. That mouse drift is a factor that I think can come into play here as this map goes on. So keep an eye on those. There's a big miss from Kriller, though. Chain misses on the stream, and Fiery is going to start to be able to pull a little bit of a lead over, backed up by Airyu and Digital Hypno. The Fancy Lad break comes in, but it is... Wait, it was not a break from Kriller. His combo
was not.
Then recovered. It was not a break.
Holy
so
shit.
This is basically going to be dead even with a slight combo advantage to Germany.
It's halfway through the map
right now. Is this actually
going
to go to tiebreaker?
If it soon could decide
USA
quite
still
a bit
leading.
of this map here. And it's from Dust Ice on the FC from Germany. That's awful for them. And there's no trade on the United States.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that is a big one. USA has
how the fuck does the USA throw this?
There's never much
a
break in this map. Fiery and Kriller trade. It's Airyu, Digital Hypno, and Fancy Lad all with combo.
No fucking way.
60, 70,000 point lead. Not much. Aryu and Digital Hypno do have a
no fucking way. That was 1,000 combo.
300
gone.
Combo plus the Fancy Lad backing score. They can pull away here, but they all have to hold
on. It's okay. Aryu still has an FC. Or Aryu still has 1,000 combo.
Any break can throw this. Watcher has enough combo to claw this back, but they need Aryu or Digital Hypno to find a break before anyone does on Germany right now. We come into a stream section here.
What?
This is a big chance for a break. And Aryu! This could be it. There's enough combo. There's enough combo.
There is combo. There is time. Germany has
Holy
to
shit.
hold on if they want to. With Fancy Lad.
No fucking way. The absolute monolith. The absolute brick.
Hollow Watcher is the saving grace of Germany right now. He has to hold this combo.
And he is doing it. He looks a little.
Oh my god.
He's doing it. It's coming into the last seconds. Aryu is going to find a break. That's going to be it. Germany is going to take this to the last moment. We're going to be going to a tiebreaker. They have pulled through in the clutch when it mattered the most. Coming into the ending, it's going to end up being about a 200k lead with all this score at the end. Whitecat and Hollow Watcher, the duo for Germany to pull through. And just like last year's grand finals, Germany is going to take it to a tiebreaker against the United States.
Holy fuck.
The second year in a row, this time on their own personal pick, Germany shows up exactly when it mattered most against the United States team who, putting up 2.7 million score on a Hard Rock 1, probably would have beaten 90% of the teams left in this tournament. And Germany clutches it out. And everybody, the moment you've all been waiting for the entire weekend, for the past 2 weekends, we are getting a tiebreaker between what I think are two of the most highly favored teams in this tournament. And this is it. A mechanics tiebreaker, no less.
And man, oh man, the way Germany just played on that Hard Rock 1, Hollow Watcher, Whitecat, oh my. This, if there was ever a time to say Germany
no skip
in this match, it might just be right now when it matters most at 6-all into the tiebreaker. This is everything.
Dude, this tiebreaker is mapped by Mazrin. Holy fuck.
Grand finals appearances is now in true danger. Germany looking to make that first grand finals from the winner's side ever. I mean, you can't write up a script any better than what we're seeing here today. And I think we're going to probably get a couple minutes here before that tiebreaker is played. So hopefully
Mazrin, what's good?
Can just catch their breath a little bit, because we do have that tactical pause available going into the tiebreaker. Looks like USA is going to take it. So we're going to have a small window of time here to try to recover some nerves, to try to catch some breath, and to try to prepare for tiebreaker here in this winner's final.
I don't really know how you prepare as a player for a tiebreaker like this with nerves. Listening to this song, I think when you are sitting in a lobby and you are staring and have your headphones on, listening to the Abhorrent mapped by Mazrin, how do you calm down? I sit in this lobby. I don't know. I mean, I knowing Kriller, he's sitting here like jamming to this, and this is just. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. I think that, I mean, it looks like Germany has their roster set. I think this is a pretty good roster for this map. Likewise, the United States, Utami, this is a type of map that he's super good at. Fancy Lad, Aryu, both consistency. Taquito, you know we're going to be seeing a potential hidden score on this right now.
Oh my god.
That's without question.
Oh my god.
That we can expect here. And there is
if
already
Utami or Taquito throw on hidden, I'm dying.
We are getting right into this. No hesitation.
They both have hidden
break
on.
Ever. The United States versus Germany. The return of both of these teams from last year's grand finals in this winners bracket finals.
Utami no mod,
the United
Aryu
States or Germany, who will be securing the guaranteed top 2 finish.
Hidden on Taquito. Oh, fuck.
I am prepared. This is going to be ridiculous. We see matching hiddens. Taquito and Okinamo both running that preference hidden mod.
Let's go.
Tommy Fancy Lad, no surprise to see them both in. Aryu
what the fuck, dude?
The 4th for the United States. Thriller,
it just gets straight in, dude.
In for Germany, joining Whitecat Dust Ice. We're gonna see.
Dude, the map just started and you have these fucking huge ass jumps. What the fuck is wrong with you, Master?
On a lot of people, but it's just gonna be all about who can still be standing when they cross that finish line. And right now, everybody is just getting assaulted by the intro of this pick.
There's a dangerous part of this map, which is that it's very difficult to put up a consistent.
This is a 1/3 section too,
or FC on this map. I think the best score we saw on this was actually Doomy in the show match for the veterans team, putting up well over what 600,000-700,000 on this map. And I think the dangerous part of not being able to hold consistent combos on this is that those carry players can really start to take a massive effect. I'm talking about people like Utami. I'm talking about people like Whitecat. Even Kriller right now holding right up with him as Taquito finds a big break for the US. The first major break out of both of these teams, but Dust Ice will trade it.
Holy shit.
And this one's plenty long, almost 6 minutes. Dust Ice and Okinamo finding a couple breaks. United States getting that combo. But there goes Kriller as well.
Ooh.
Oh, that is so bad.
Germany just had a meltdown.
We're not very far through the map. There's a ton of time left. You see on the scoreboard, barely anybody even at 100,000 points yet. So that gives you an idea of how much there is still to come. But the United States is going to try to claw any
this is 220 BPM.
Out of those early breaks from Germany and just try to ride them out as long as possible, because that is all you can ever hope to do on a tiebreaker like this one. And man, Tommy Airyu Fancy looking good. Whitecat still doing what Whitecat has been doing this entire match, but it's just a question of whether he'll get the backing combo and whether his team can provide what they need to. Another break comes out from Okinamo and Dust Ice. The Whitecat team backing is kind of letting him down here so far. The United States, 100,000
oh my god,
is bigger than it looks because of how
Joel, Airyu, Utami.
This is very, very dangerous.
Holy
and they
fuck.
have a chance to see the scores right now, and this could be either a very
Whitecat
good
has
spot
a 1K
for the United States. This is either
combo.
a confidence booster for them, or it's, oh my god, we're winning, I cannot miss now, and if I miss, we have a chance of losing because Whitecat is still FCing. So there's two scenarios, and we'll see on this next section who's able to hold through this combo right now. They're really relying on those three players from the United States right now. Taquito with that hidden is putting work in right now, but Kriller is matching up right alongside. Let's see.
Bancho?
After we get through a little bit of a pause here, we'll see what happens. Client, this is literally the worst time. Literally the worst time.
No.
Okay.
No. No, this
okay,
is what happened. No fucking way.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what happens here. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here, but we're going to keep an eye out. It's still the United States in the lead. We're just going to continue on as it goes. There's a break from Utami, but a break from Okinamo as well. It's a lot of combo for Germany. Airyu Taquito holding on. Fancy Lad, we're not sure. We have to hope for everyone's sake on the United States side that he is still playing.
His stream went offline.
Oh my god.
This might be very bad for the US.
Oh my god.
I am 99% sure Fancy Lad's PC has either crashed or his internet is gone.
Well,
so now Fancy Lad is officially disconnected.
No fucking way.
We're gonna see. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. There's basically no combo over on the side of Germany right now. Dust Ice is at about 1,000, but the others are pretty low. There's a break from Dust Ice. The United States could actually win this as it stands if Taquito keeps this up, and it would not even make a difference.
If Fancy Lad manages to reconnect before the map ends.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to see. I don't know. We don't know. We really, unfortunately, we're going to be playing this.
What the fuck? Taquito is still fucking
keeping in touch with the management staff here to see what's going to be the end result. But for now, we're just watching as the United States holds on to their lead.
Dude, does the US even need Fancy? Is Taquito just going to go absolute massive Chad mode?
There are breaks everywhere except for Taquito. He is the one keeping the United States
what the fuck
on this. With a ludicrous performance. He has the best score with Hidden by like 40,000 points over Whitecat, and next behind that is over 100,000.
So we have to remember as well, for everyone watching right now, because Fancy Lad's client is still connected in the map, the United States has about 231,000 score because of his right now. That is technically missing from the MP link if he doesn't disconnect, which is basically making this dead even between the two teams right now. However, Taquito is going to very quickly make up that difference right now.
No!
Yeah, this is going to be huge if Taquito can continue holding on. No, he does not. He does find a break. It's coming down to the wire, though. it's getting close enough to the end where I don't know what kind of opportunity Germany is going to have to make much of a comeback. There's another break from Dust Ice. There's another break from Okinamo as well. All three of those members from the United States trying to build back up. Aryu Utami doing all right for themselves.
The lad is gone.
Lad is officially gone.
The lad is officially gone.
Showing currently as being in the lead as we come towards the ending of the map. The United States might just have this one, regardless of what happens with Fancy Lad, which would be one of the most remarkable outcomes we've ever seen in any given map of an OWC.
Wait, it's still adding Fancy Lad's score right now. 500,000 plus 800,000 is not 1.6 million. So this is going to be close.
Okay, so I'm not really sure. We had a 230K.
I think they're losing right now. They're
United States lose without his score. He had 230K on the screen. I mean, that was his last known score before the DC. He wouldn't have gotten a lower score than that, considering there's still like 4 minutes left in the map at that point. So I'm not really sure. The score is going to show in the stream. The score is going to show.
Hey, Fiery is in. What's good, Fiery? Hey, how's it going, Fiery? Good morning, Fiery. What's good, Fiery? Hey, let's go, Fiery. Come on, Fiery.
The Fancy Lad score is not going to be there, so we've got some ruling to do here as far as what's going to occur. I think.
So who won?
Sorry to kind of leave you guys in the lurch here. We're going to be seeing some decision from this on the back end. We'll get you guys an update on who the winner is of this match as soon as possible. It does appear that we have a known score from Fancy Lad of 236,000 points.
The United States has won.
Means that the United States
score is submitted.
Yeah. That means that we have that score present of when he DC'd. That is going to give the United States the lead. It's going to give the United States the win based on his score at the time of his disconnect.
If you don't want to look at the, if you don't want to lose brain cells, don't look at the chat.
To have the U.S. win that after that.
All right, guys, let's see what's popping.
Look at that. Fancy Lad plus 200,000 score. The Germany actually won that pick by 138,000. So that is roughly 100,000 score difference between the two teams. That's with Fancy Lad. That is a rather close tiebreaker pick here, but he's going to get us a screenshot really quick of that. This is, luckily for those that haven't been paying attention to the wiki, there was a new rule added that last submitted and seen scores are able to be used on this. So we are luckily going to have a chance to get that in here. The map has officially finished on the MP link there, and we are good to go. So I guess in order to close it, US. Woo! Let's go. Finally, we didn't blunder too hard.
Holy shit.
All right, so
holy shit. Dude, imagine the absolute shitstorm that would happen if Taquito didn't just pop off there.
We go to the replay review booth up in New York.
What the fuck?
And they're going to rule in favor of that submitted score counting. It is going to be the United States 7-6. They are going to once again return to the grand finals from the winners bracket side. They're guaranteed top two again, which has happened every year now from 2015 onward, despite switching out 4 members of the roster. But can I just give a huge shout out to Germany for their performance in this match? It was amazingly back and forth and so closely contested the entire way through.
I mean, that was just the match that you basically, I feel like we expect to see at this point out of the United States and Germany. These are the two teams, again, I can't say enough, that are basically favored to win this tournament. And I think after this performance today, they're going to kind of keep that stance here.
Oh my God.
The United States being able to prevail in that tiebreaker despite Germany dragging them all the way there. And of course, Germany.
Dude. Imagine being in Joel's position. Because I think he tweeted out that his PC actually just, like, nuked itself. It just fucking blew up or some shit. It wasn't his internet. Yeah, his power went out. Completely outside of his control. Oh, time to buy a PSU was his tweet. Even if you get a PSU or what's it called? Yeah, power supply unit. No, uninterrupted. It's a UPS, uninterrupted power supply. Yes, yes. even if he does get one of those things, he also needs to get another one for his router. Because if his router goes out, he's also fucked. Oh my god. That's fucked. So wait, I heard there was also some controversy because they didn't do the same for the UK. What's the context of that? What happened with the UK? I didn't see that match. If a disconnection occurs more than 30 seconds into the map, your score doesn't count unless you're on Team United States. They changed the rules 1 week before this match, if I recall correctly. The UK match was made them change the ruling a few weeks ago. What the fuck? The UK got fucked. Bubbleman complained about it to get the rules changed. Benefited the USA. Oh my god. I think Bubbleman DC'd and the UK lost the map because of that, but they still won the match though. Oh my god. So if it weren't for Bubbleman, we would have gotten fucked. Well, actually, if that rule didn't change, then Taquitos, then the Fancy Lad score wouldn't have counted, period. Right? So would that have been enough for it to flip the scales? Would that have been enough for Germany to win? It would have? Oh, fuck. This is juicy. Absolutely juicy. Chat, I need you to understand, when all this shit was going on, I was probably in the toilet at Anime NYC, browsing through Twitter, wondering what the fuck is going on. All right? That's like the only time that I check Twitter. Speaking of which, I'm going to go check Twitter. We'll be back in like 5 minutes.